Hello everyone, I'm Andrew Can and I'm joined with.
Salma Jafri.
And today we're going to teach you how to market your brand on YouTube. All right, I am with the queen of purple, Salma Jafri. So I am.
Who's ironically not wearing purple today, but
You know, I hear you're all about the power of purple and I'm let down, but I forgive you because your presentation today here at Video Marketing World was amazing. You can check that out. Will it be on your channel?
I think it will be on the Video Marketing World.
So we will put links in the description down below, but we want to talk about how people can market their brand here on YouTube. So TubeBuddy, we're obviously here, we're making these content, we're marketing to creators because we want to be their best friend on the road to YouTube success. What would you do as a marketer taking a look at either our channel or any other brands? What is your first step? Like, what do you want to get?
So, Andrew, nobody wants to be sold to,
Absolutely.
but everyone wants to learn.
Yes.
Okay?
Love that
So
saying.
you leverage that as a marketer and you're like, okay, what can I help people learn that's also going to align with what I want to sell? Okay, so that alignment, once you get that right, that's where the magic happens. So when you're thinking about branding, you're thinking about how to promote either your brand or a brand that you're working with, like TubeBuddy, and I'm working with TubeBuddy because I love them. But
I love you.
oh, thank you so much. But let's do an example, right? So if I wanted to promote TubeBuddy, here's what I would not do. I would not say, hey, go to TubeBuddy, they're the best, they're the most amazing video analytics platform, blah, 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 blah. Because you know what that would do? People would tune out.
Yeah, it's salesy, like you said.
People would be like, oh, she's pitching, stop. So here's what I would do instead. I would make a video showing people the product in action. Because to me, teaching is one of the best ways to show somebody how to use something, and teaching is the best marketing, right? You show somebody how to use something, you show a real world case study, and you make it personal. So it's not like, oh, they're saying buy something that they don't even use, but they're telling you, I use it. This is how I use it. These are the results I get with it. This is why it works for me. So here you go. Here's a promo code for you.
And it becomes a lot less salesy and a lot more personal. A lot of times we talk about social influence, and in order to have influence, you actually need to know what you're talking about in that space. Because a lot of people, they'll want to recommend something, but they've either lightly used it or don't know it well enough to talk about it. And I think how-to content, as you said, is a great form of marketing. Let us know in those comments down below how many of you found us from a how-to video on TubeBuddy or any other similar service. I'm always curious, and I'm sure Salma's curious too.
I
So,
want to add to your point
Ooh.
and say that people are not stupid.
Yeah.
So when you are talking about something that you haven't actually used yourself or don't know anything about, it's going to come through on video, and video is unforgiving. It's going to come through on video, so don't try and fool anyone.
what I often say is that the camera will see it all, good and bad.
Oh, yeah.
We can edit a lot, but we can't edit the truth.
Yeah, I mean, be authentic, really.
Absolutely. So, how do people be authentic with the brands they love? You mentioned how-to content is a great way to market it, but some people are authentic about their love, but they don't know how to show it. Besides, the how-to. So, what would you recommend to them?
Okay, so I think that one of the best ways to just kind of build long-term brand loyalty is to build a community around what you believe in. Okay, and it's a very long-term view, and it's something that I do, and it takes a while to build. But here's what happens. If you build a community around your values, your teachings, your stuff, then it's easier to sell anything because you've built that base level of trust with your community. I do it with a Facebook group. You could do it with a YouTube community or any, like, whatever you want to try. Like, that the platform is irrelevant as long as people have a place to go where they trust you, they trust your advice. So no matter what advice you give, what brand you're talking about, once that basic trust level has been built, then it's easier to promote and talk about different products.
Absolutely. It's called influencing for a reason. They trust your influence, and I love that. I think that's very great. So, one final thing for you is being here in the space, being here at Video Marketing World, there's a lot of brands, there's a lot of different people. Obviously, we're here, they all have different communities. How do you mix and mingle different brands with your community? When do you think it becomes too much, or can it become too much?
Yes, it can become too much. I would say if I'm doing like anything more than one pitch in a video, that's too much. So I try and keep it very focused. So if I'm talking about something specific, then it's just that one brand per video, per topic, per blog post, whatever the medium of communication is. I try generally not to go overboard. The only place where I would put multiple links is in like a place like a resource guide. And that's something I do maybe at the end of my presentation. I'll be like, okay, so I use all of these tools that I showed you in this presentation. So grab my resource guide so you can get links to all of them. So that's another educational way of sharing like a lot of different brands together in one place. But again, tying it into whatever the topic of your talk or presentation or video was.
Very great points. Salma, thank you so much for actually being on the TubeBuddy channel in person. It took us so long, but we did it, folks. A lot of times people are like, we want Salma. And I'm like, gosh, don't we all? So it's great to actually have you here. And I wanted to let everyone know out there that we do have an affiliate program here at TubeBuddy and learn from Salma. Talk authentically about it. Create how-tos about it. We want to see the content you produce. If you've ever made a TubeBuddy video, also share that with us. We want to see it. Share it here on Twitter. Share it here on YouTube, Facebook, anywhere. We want to see the content you're creating. Salma, where can people find you?
Okay, so I'm going to tell people where to find me, but there's one thing I want to say before that, which is that every Friday I do a live stream where it's called Plan Your Content with Me. And I'm actually teaching people how to use TubeBuddy to do keyword research to find content topics within that live stream. Okay, so it's real time, it's happening, and I'm using their product. So that's another way that the promotion is happening very naturally. So you can find me on YouTube. That's youtube.com/Salma Jafri. SalmaJafri.com is my website. I'm Salma Jafri everywhere. Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn.
Awesome. Thank you. For more of The Queen of Purple, it will all be in the description down below. We have playlists. We have everything you need to understand and better use TubeBuddy. Thank you all so much for watching, and we hope you have a great day.